Greetings, Cornerinos, and welcome to this week's episode of Ian's VR Corner. And if you haven't guessed already, it's live! I'm live on the internet, Sunday, 2 PM UK time, and I'm just about to play Tokyo Chronos on the PlayStation VR. Now, Tokyo Chronos has been out on PC platforms since about May, I think. Maybe May, maybe March. It's also out on the Oculus Store. But I've picked up the US PlayStation VR version because it's not out in the UK yet. I don't know when Tokyo Chronos is going to launch in the UK on PlayStation VR, but it's out right now in America, and it's quite expensive actually. It costs $49.99. That's before tax as well. That's about $53 with tax. So yeah, I've picked this up because there's not really too much out on PlayStation VR at the moment, especially not in the UK store. And this one kind of caught my eye because it is a visual novel, a murder mystery visual novel made especially for VR. Now, I, one, have never played a visual novel game before that I can remember, and two, this is set in, I don't know how much of it is set here, but a lot of it I think is set in Scramble Crossing in Shibuya in Tokyo, where I've actually been. In fact, if I put my headset on here, I've stood, it wasn't black and white when I was there. It wasn't silhouettes, but I stood over there by this tree and I took photos of people scrambling across the crossing. And then this building up here, we went up to try and find some food up this building here, but it was too crowded. We had to wait for ages, so we went off down there and had some food down there. So yeah, I thought I'd come and relive my my Tokyo honeymoon as well in VR and see what Tokyo Chronos is all about. So I hope you're all very well. I'm going to be jumping into this game and playing for about 90 minutes till about 3:30. And I am going to obviously be inside my PlayStation VR headset, so I'm not going to be able to see too many comments, but we have the awesome Nightcat here moderating to look after you all, and Nightcat will delete any tomfooleries without hesitation, because Nightcat wields the bannest of banhammers. So just because I can't see you doesn't mean you can be naughty. Alright, so yeah, shall we get on? I didn't murder anyone while I was there, Ian Stanbridge. No, this is not a documentary. I was very well behaved. Would have put a bit of a downer on my honeymoon, I think. So yeah, we're going to... Darren, indeed, I didn't go to the Starbucks. No, the Starbucks was also incredibly packed. The Starbucks, I believe, is this part here. And you can go up and there's like a big open window on the second level where you can watch everyone on the crossing. No, we queued up to go into the Starbucks about there. But then we realised the queue went all the way around. Turns out Tokyo's really busy. Who'd have known? Hey, Gavin! We got another mod in as well. Gavin, hello. So welcome. Right, let's get on with some Tokyo Chronos. Anyway, you can play it in English or Japanese. I'm going to play it in English because I don't understand Japanese. So, and we're going to go new game. And let's kick it off. Let's see how a visual novel works in VR. So we've got some controls here at the moment. I can open and close a menu with triangle, show hide text, close menu. That's pretty simple controls, to be honest. I don't think there's any movement at all. Now, is it worth me putting it in? I think you can get English audio as well, rather than just English subtitles, but we'll find out. Otherwise I'm going to have to do a lot of reading and not much talking. Is that really the case? Who knows? When I move my head, the text follows me. That is a loud clock. Same choice regardless. It's not really making the most of the VR at the moment. Ooh, here we go. Ooh. Okay. Doesn't head track me. Like, it doesn't lean in and out, but he follows the way my head's turning. Let's just... Let's change the outcome. What's truly needed is... hands! Okay. I've got quite long hands, and they are covered in paint. Whoopsie. I hate those painting accidents. Oh, hello. Alright, so, well, I'm going to guess this is on the top of a school. And this is some kind of phantom. Okay, how do I turn the volume down? It's very loud in my ears. This one, this one. Okay, now I gasp for air. I come to my senses already on my feet like I was shaken awake. Nande! I've never seen this place. So we've got a rather basic stage, I guess, a VR stage, on top of a construction site by the looks of things. Graphics are pretty sharp. Not much to them though. I've never seen this place. I trace my memories, but I've no idea what this place is. Heck, I can't even remember how I got here to begin with. The last thing I remember is that I got into bed and slept as usual. Just what happened? Alright. Ow! I try to recall, but pain races through my head. What the hell? Am I dreaming here? It feels far too real to be a dream. My consciousness is clear as day, too. I can see somebody on my right. It startles me. That's me. I squint and see me. Kyosuke Sakurai. Huh? Just a pane of glass? I can feel an incongruity with myself in the glass. Like me, but not me. His existence feels pale, like it's missing something crucial. Feels incomplete. I just can't accept that being me. Is this a feeling of loss, of something lacking? Did I come here without anything on me? I hope I've got clothes on. I thrust my hands into my pockets. Well, I must have clothes if I've got pockets, but there's nothing in them. I check my jacket pocket to be sure. The phone I always carry around isn't there, and neither is the student handbook I've always left in it. What's going on? My voice reverberates through the room, and a sense of isolation assails me. I've been thrust in here alone in this incomprehensible space. My body stands stiff, and I get goosebumps. What the heck is this place? What was I doing? Let's just go home for now. Once I get out of here, I'll figure out where this place is. Oh, voices from somewhere else. Pathetic, huh? So it seems like... Oh, hello. There you are. That's the... He's wearing the same uniform as I am. But I've never seen him before, so he can't be in the same year as me. Maybe a first year? Or a third year? Who are you? You're my friend, are you, Lo? Oh, I don't remember you, no. Though he said that he's my friend, I've never seen him before. Lo. I vocalize his name, but nothing comes to me. I can't remember. Hey, come on, we're in the same class. 2-3, right? Why did he suddenly tell such an obvious lie? But if I call him out on it now, it might make the mood even worse. Sorry, I really can't remember. Damn, must be great to have it so easy. Huh? Like you must enjoy yourself when all you do is shut the bad stuff out without a second thought. What are you even talking about? That's supposing a horse's nightcat. It's true, it's true. Okay. Hey, that's right. Do you know what you've done? What the heck have you... What the heck have you going on about? What is up with this guy? I've only just met him, but it sucks that he isn't even listening. That said, I can't just wave him off and leave either. I want to at least exchange information about our current situation. So, what is this place? Huh? Do you remember how you ended up here? Don't know. Where'd you come from just now? Huh? Hey, enough joking around. I really don't know where this is or why I'm here. I don't have my phone and I don't remember how I got here either. Well, isn't that just awful? But hey, you get what you deserve. What do you mean? Do you actually know something? He's clearly acting strange. He isn't the least bit uneasy. He seems to have gotten used to this completely insane situation. Fear stems from unease of the unknown, which means maybe he knows something about this current situation. Yeah, I do. About where this is and why you're here. Everything. Then tell me! No way, I don't feel like it, but if you really want me to tell you... Oh, Jesus! I wonder what he was doing down there for a second. He's grabbed me by the throat, that's quite cool. Again, there's no like real head tracking here. The body, everything kind of follows, like it sticks with my head rather than me being able to lean in and out to it and get really close. I can look that way, but yeah, the forward, back, depth head tracking isn't working. That's the word I'm looking for. It says, make me lovely, lovely piercings though. Urgh! You're always like this. You can never do anything. Worthless. It's cruel. If you want to change the outcome, then you gotta change yourself. Just what are you talking about? Huh, you still don't get it? What are you up to? Oh, might you not know? Wait, stop! Nope. The scene overlaps with another that I've seen. Good. My head hurts. What is this? A school roof. Someone stands there. Their hair blows in the wind, doesn't they? Quit joking around. Come back here. Feelings come rising up from deep within me. Don't let him fall. I must save him. Lo, stop Lo. I continue to shout a name I don't know, trying to stop his foolishness. Lo! But how exactly are you going to save me, huh? Oh no. Whoa! He fell. I take a deep breath. I slowly look down, but no one is there. Huh? Lo should have fallen, I'm sure of it. Lo! Whoa! What the? Scared? What an idiot. I don't get the perspective of that shot. Is he tiny? Has he turned into an ant? He probably used some construction scaffolding as footing for his landing. Oh, I think he just landed a bit lower down, maybe. Kyosuke! I'm going to be seeing you again. Hey, Lo! What the heck was up with that guy? What just happened back there? I definitely have no recollection of this place, and it doesn't look to be a dream. Is it amnesia, or did I sleepwalk here? But if that's the case, why does Lo know what's going on? I exhaust all the possibilities, but none of them seem plausible to me. Sigh. Either way, this isn't accomplishing anything. Anyway, let's go outside. Without a smartphone, I can't contact anyone. I don't know where this is, but I can probably figure it out once I'm outside. If I have absolutely no idea where I am, I can just ask. Oh, this is cool. We're in some kind of alleyway now. You got 360 degrees view, so you can see above, below, around. But there's absolutely no physical movement, well, video game movement The only physical movement is turning 360 degrees. I step out the building and into some kind of back alley. There is a sense of familiarity, but that might just be me. There are countless similar views within Tokyo. It's quiet. There's nothing else making sound. This seems to be a bustling city area, so why is it that there isn't even a trace of people? I make my way to the alley's entrance. For starters, I can figure out where this is if I can meet someone, then I can get home. Oh wait, I don't have my wallet on me. Or any ID for that matter. Which means I can't use any public transport, so I need to get a police station and phone home. Someone, anyone, I need to find an actual human. I'm out of the alley. Okay. Mysterious. What is going on? Tokyo's normally pretty busy.
Shibuya.
It is. Shibuya. There it is. It's not black and white anymore. Yeah, there it is. That's Starbucks. Out there, I can't show you now. That's Starbucks. Those crisscross bits. That's where you look out with your coffees. And it was up there, like floor 7. I tried to get food from. And yeah, I was sat by that tree kind of thing, taking photos. Very nice. I reached Shibuya's Scramble intersection. I really do remember that alley. That's the train we went on to get there, that train line across there. Though I don't go through there anymore, since I have no reason to, I used to all the time back in elementary. I sigh, relieved that I'm just in Shibuya. Since elementary up till now, as a second-year high school student, I've been coming to school here. I know Shibuya like the back of my own hand. Wait, what? Just hit me. There's nobody here. Not anyone, not a single soul. Huh? This is near Shibuya Station, the famous Shibuya Scramble. Is this even possible for no one to be here? What's going on? It's as if time is frozen within Shibuya. What the heck? There's clearly something going on here. My body shivers from the terror of that. Could I possibly be the only person left in all of Shibuya? A chill runs through my spine. I can't breathe right. The empty silence is oppressive. The pressure bears down on me. No, impossible. That low guy was there just now. There has to be someone else here. Hello? Is anybody there? I shout, but my voice vanishes into the buildings without so much as an echo. The scramble isn't the right place to be trying this. Maybe I should try it at the station. It's a closed area, so my voice should travel pretty far. Maybe I should try it at the station. It's the same one. And I can't imagine the station staff, practically fixtures at this point, not being there. Okay, off to the station. No, we're on there. From the scramble, I break into a light sprint towards the station. Something enters my field of vision. What is it? There's someone squatting beside the Hachiko statue. Another person. Where? I'm elated the moment I see someone else. Over there?
Sumimasen!
Sumimasen! When I called out to them, they turned around like they were being reeled in. Oh, yeah. There is that pink hair over there. They stand up as I wave. She's wearing a pleated skirt and a Y shirt, the same uniform as my school.
Oi!
Hey! Thank God, a person, a real, actual human being. Huh? As I get closer, so does she, at great speed. Her face looks familiar. You? Hello, she seems to know me anyway. There's no mistaking it, that's you, Momono. You, Momono. Yo! Hello. So, again, close up. Head's kind of massive. Very sharp, detailed graphics on the... I like the blinking. On the character model. Kind of stuck to my vision still. Pretty cool, though. Very colourful. Really nice colours. Yeah, I was so scared. Yeah, it's really me. So, could you let me go for now? No, I was really scared, so, like, maybe there really isn't anyone around. A crybaby like always, that hasn't changed. Around others, you would act prim and proper. But because we grew up together our whole lives like a brother and sister, she's always been at ease when we're together and often opened up to me. Yeah, it sure was scary, but it's alright now. Arigato. It's a stroke of luck that the person I meet isn't some random stranger but you. I feel the most comfortable around her. We've been next door neighbours our whole lives. We went to the same elementary, middle and high schools too. To think that we've been pulled into the same situation too. Maybe we share the same fate or something. Hey, what's going on here? Where's everyone else? I don't even remember coming to Shibuya. I was just sleeping at home, then all of a sudden, I'm here. You too, huh? Same with me. Did you see anyone else? I've been here about 10 minutes, but I haven't seen anyone yet. Where do you come from? I was asleep at home, then when I came to, I was in that building over there. I wonder what building he means. That one? Maybe? I see. I work over by Spain-Zaka Slope. Don't even know where Spain-Zaka is. Spain-Zaka Slope is northwest of Shibuya Station. There's a number of trendy shops along the road. Oh. Though the place isn't entirely styled after Spain, it ended up getting that nickname for some reason. I don't go there as I never really have to. I never have any reason to. That brings back memories. We used to go there all the time back in elementary. Not that there was anything worth going to. They had a gachapon there. Hey. Gacha was there. You forgot? For some reason, you cast her gaze down, looking hurt. Seeing her expression jogs my memory. There was a building with a row of the capsule toy machines outside. There were all sorts of kinds available, and as kids we often rolled the gacha and traded the prizes we got. I remember, yeah, that weird-looking place. Nowadays we don't really do that anymore, so we stopped going. I could still probably find those toys if I rummaged around my stuff at home. I think we also tried to complete entire sets together, too. What's wrong? Not feeling well? No, I'm fine. All good. It's nothing. Really? Okay then. Can really overdo it sometimes. She has a bright, open personality. She also has a lot of friends. However, she sometimes has these solitary, pensive moments. I'm probably the only one who sees that side of her. What do we do now? It's reassuring to have a companion now, but that doesn't exactly bring us any closer to figuring this situation out. I suppose getting home would be a good step forward. You, do you have your phone on you? Nope, I don't have my bag either, or my handbook, just my camera. You takes her digital camera out of her pocket. It's always on hand so she can take photos to remember anything by. She's part of the photography club and she takes such good photos that even laypersons can tell how good she is with the camera. Seriously? Got absolutely nothing on me. Same thing, once the battery on this thing dies, that'll be it. Anyway, I was thinking of heading home for now. What do you think? I thought about that too, but the trains aren't running. Seriously? I completely forgot to consider that. No people and no trains. It all makes sense, really. A city can seem so distant, as if it was a separate, singular entity that runs on its own. But it can only operate with the cooperation of a huge number of people. Without these people, Shibuya doesn't run. This situation drives that point home. What now? I guess we've got no choice but to walk home. How long is that going to take? We'll probably get home before the sun goes down, but I've never actually walked home before, so I've no idea how long exactly. Actually, will going home accomplish anything? The idea of going home was really just based on the assumption that my family would be there and things would work themselves out. But without a single soul left in Shibuya, it feels like there wouldn't be anyone at all, anywhere. I'm fairly certain something big is going on. Way bigger than just on the scale of you and I. I gasp, anxious. No, I'm thinking too negatively about this. Let's just look for someone else for now. There might be someone who knows something, like Lo. We need to gather more information. Okay, so I don't know. I don't really do well, I've never really played a visual novel before, so I don't know if there's actually going to be any choices here, or if we just go along with the story. I presume maybe, by the looks of things, we're just going along with the story here. Maybe there'll be some choices in a bit. Momone says, look there! Oh, someone up there. Huh? Isn't that someone there? Huh, where? I see him. Up there. There's someone by the edge. You're right. That's a person. It is a person. We found yet another. It's a girl wearing a uniform, the same as our schools. For some reason, she's by the edge of the roof, looking up at the sky. It startles me again. First low, now her. Why does everyone keep standing someplace scary? Hey, that's dangerous! She doesn't show any signs of response. She doesn't even flinch as she keeps staring up. Dang it, she can't hear. What is she even up to? Isn't that Karen-chan? Karen-chan. You mean Nikaido? Karen Nikaido. My heart races as I recall that name. I squint to get a better look. It does kind of look like her. That's dangerous! I shout at her once more and she finally looks here. She doesn't react much, however, and just looks at us disinterestedly. After some time, maybe she finally got bored. She opens the fence's door and goes back inside. What a relief. I can't get it out of my head that whenever the text refreshes, it sounds like someone sniffing. The noise is like someone going... now I just keep imagining my character's got a cold. I'm sorry if this is going to have ruined it for everyone now. But yeah, apologies. My character has the sniffles, it seems. I can't see her from outside anymore. What was Karen-chan up to? Who knows? After some time, Karen Nikaido comes out from the Tokyo building. A sharply ironed uniform, long flowing black hair and pale clear skin. Her dignified appearance makes her out to be a level above us mere mortals. I've always thought she was pretty. The red ribbon in her hair suits her otherwise monochromatic look. Karen, here for you! For me? Thanks. She has the ribbon I gave her back in middle school. Seeing that ribbon always reminds me of that moment. Wait, now's not the time to be reminiscing. I keep sniffing and I thought that was me, says Nightcat. The game does indeed have choices and multiple routes and endings, says Sakai Project. Ah, nice, thanks Sakai Project. Excellent. Awesome. So there are choices and multiple endings in this, okay. What the heck were you doing on the roof? That was way too dangerous. Huh? Karen and I lock eyes. Her eyes widen in surprise. What? Nani? Are you Sakurai-chan? That I am. What about it? Ignored. Did I do something to her? She's definitely on the quiet side, but she'd normally reply if anyone talked to her. I whisper to you. Hey, why'd you snub me like that? Did you do something to her? You can be pretty thoughtless sometimes. I didn't even have the leisure to do something in the first place. Karen stares me down from the top of my head to the heels of my shoes. Can't see my shoes, but I can see my torso. We used to talk all the time back in elementary. Our middle and high schools were the same too, but since middle school she barely talks to me anymore. Maybe I judged our distance wrong. Karen, you came to Shibuya too, huh? I didn't exactly come. Before I knew it, I was already here. What do you mean, before you knew it? What's the last thing you remember? I don't know. So she'll answer like normal, except with me. Seriously, did I do anything to her? My memory's hazy, just that I was already on the rooftop amusement park when I came to. The amusement park? What a throwback. The one on the Tokyo building rooftop? We got together pretty often there as kids, right? When we were little kids, the 8 of us often played there together. The park would always be empty, so that was where we often hung out. Karen-chan, did you see anyone from the top of the building? Not sure. I was just looking up at the sky the whole time. Why the sky? Because I like the sky. Fair enough. The sky. Now that I think about it, she did look up at the sky pretty often. She didn't as a little kid, but I think it was around middle school. She would sometimes just randomly look up. And in art club, she would always use sky as the theme for all her work. Maybe she has some kind of strong attachment to it? There's like literally no one here at all. Do you have any clue? I don't know. Even in a situation like this, Karen shows no sign of panic, clearly maintaining her composure. Even though you and I are worried to death from the isolation, she seems completely unaffected. I bet if she were the only person left in the world, she'd get along just fine. Nikaido, how... Ooh. In an instant, my vision goes completely black. A softness envelops my entire face. It takes me by surprise. I shake my head left and right, trying to get rid of whatever it is, but my sight remains dark. What? What the hell? Nanda? What's going on? My mind's a mess. I try to get you to help me, but I hear a familiar snicker from behind me. Guess who? Oh, Yuria-chan. Oh, you're not supposed to tell him that. Hello? Was she a scientist? The veil is finally lifted from my eyes. She's got Christmas decorations on her head. That's kind of cool. I turn around to see a girl grinning. She's got a lab coat on. In her left hand is a pretty freaky-looking stuffed toy. That's probably what she pressed against my face. Hello, Sakura-kun, Monoma-chan-kun. I'll let her do it. What a coincidence. So, Uriah Togoku says, as she gives us a little peace sign. Togoku, you're here too? Hello, Togoku-san. Well, ever the proper girl, even at a time like this, Nikaido-kun. Togoku. My head already hurts from all this weird stuff going on. Don't scare me like that. Lightning bolt on her head as well. Ooh, scary. Quit getting mad at everything. When I woke up, I was in Shibuya all of a sudden. There wasn't anyone at all. I was so scared I could have just collapsed on the spot. Doesn't look like that at all, though. She doesn't even have a shred of anxiety in her. Seeing both Karen's and Yuria's totally abnormal reactions to showing up in this place is really messing with my sensibilities. You need to be more delicate with girls, you know. So, what in the heavens is going on here? No idea. The three of us pretty much found ourselves here when we came to. Well now, that's the same with me then. I went to sleep at home and woke up in front of a fancy shop and had no idea what was going on. No one was around, so I decided to just head to the station. You don't know either? Is there ever something you actually don't know? The great genius Yuria-chan doesn't know? If even Togoku-san doesn't know, then of course none of us would. Wow, you're really piling it on here. I've been friends with Uriah Togoku since grade school. She's what you'd call a prodigy. She won some kind of big physics prize back in middle school and even showed up on TV. Among all my childhood friends, Uriah is the one who I most trust when it comes to knowledge and critical thought. It feels like you could learn about anything just by listening to her. I know absolutely nothing of what's going on. Well, not quite. Huh? You know something about what's going on? Slow down, don't get your hopes up. I don't have any proof yet, so I can't say for sure yet. Come on, don't leave us hanging here, just tell us. No, it's only going to make everyone more worried. Your ear has that side to her. Even if she has some info, unless she's got hard evidence, she won't say anything. A real empiricist. Conversations are never black and white anyway. They just kind of happen, so I do want her to be a little more relaxed with these kind of things. I really want to know. Just tell us. I want to hear what you think. And besides, it's you we're talking here. It's probably right on the mark. Well... Alright then, I'll make an exception this time. Whatever your ear says is probably the right answer. She's never been wrong. She grins and mutters like she's spilling the beans on something to us. Humanity has gone extinct. Oh, about time. We had a good run. Bye all. For a moment, we're all stunned into silence. Huh? Apart from us four, humanity has perished. We're all that's left. We're not exactly sure what to make of what Uriah just said. It's like time has frozen and none of us knew what to say. Humanity has gone extinct? I just can't believe it. But with the deathly silence that surrounds us from within the entire Shibuya, and the fact that it's Uriah positing this, I just can't help but think that it really is the case. Huh? Do you mean... Everyone is dead. Fathers, mothers, brothers, friends, all dead. They're dead, Dave. Everybody's dead, Dave. No way. Humanity is extinct? What does she mean? That we're the only ones left? There's no way that could be possible. Or could it? The fact of the matter is there's no one else here but us. It's midday, but the trains are all stopped. The normally bright screens and loud speakers are silent. Humanity has gone extinct. Maybe it would make perfect sense for that to happen. A part of me accepted that possibility. But it just doesn't feel real. How are we going to live the way things are? Just kidding. It's a joke. A joke. Huh? Huh? Haha, you should have seen the looks on your faces. Wait, what? Humanity can't have gone extinct. Even for Togoku-san, that's too much of a stretch for her to say. Looks like you didn't fall for it, Nikaido-kun. What a shame. Wait, you were just tricking us? I sure was. That's awful! It's your fault for getting tricked. So it was all a big lie. Please don't joke like that, my heart can't take it. She ought to try getting told that humanity just went extinct. Sorry, but at least you understand why I didn't say things without anything to prove it, right? Yeah, sorry for forcing it out of you. You're just making excuses now. I bet you just said that to mess with me. I mean, you kind of believed it even without any proof. See? You're laughing just thinking about it. Jeez. What are you two even? It's nice to see the banter between the two. Our fear and anxiety brought about by this state of events subsides, even just a little thanks to Togoku. For better or for worse, she isn't the type to read the mood. She just does whatever she wants and brings everyone else into it. Which was somewhat comforting in our situation. Nikaido's watching the other two quietly. She's the type who prefers to keep a distance from the usual circle. Hey, Nikaido. Nani? Why are you keeping your distance? Did I do something? Not really, I'm just keeping enough space between us. Did she always avoid me like this? Since when, though? Since when did things get awkward between us? I think we got along just fine in elementary. Maybe it's because of the innocence that came with our youth. But now we're strangely conscious of each other. At some point we simply stopped talking and lost contact. Did something happen? What created that divide between Nikaido and I? I can't remember. Are those people? There are people. Huh? Where? There's people over there. It's gone dark now. How's everyone doing? Hey, Reckless Rex. Hey, Dragon Botherer. Hey, Key of the Twilight. Hey, Monica Dietrich. Who is watching, by the way? We've got Cluedo, Darren Indeed, Dragon Botherer, Fat Batman 12, Gash Sharpie and Stanbridge, J06, Key of the Twilight, Monica Dietrich, Reckless Rex, Rito Sin, Spidog of Highgate, and loads of other people, 110 other people. I am trying out Tokyo Chronos on the PlayStation VR for the very first time. It is a murder mystery visual novel. I've never really played a visual novel before. Allegedly, there are choices and multiple endings. So far, I've just been following the story, though. It's pretty mysterious. But there's people over there in the Central District, so let's hope that they are friendly. As I look towards the area, I can certainly see silhouettes of people. 1, 2, 3. Looks like they've noticed us. They're waving at us. When I squint, I realise that it's familiar faces. Kamiya? Tetsuku and Ai-chan too. Really good eyes there, you. I've been training him every day. What for? Because you're in the photography club? Something like that. Is eyesight really important for being in the photography club? I don't think it's an absolute must. She doesn't seem too surprised that the three of them are there. With all three of them there, their commonalities come together naturally. Kamiya, Morozumi and Kageyama. Even in this bizarre state of affairs, it feels normal for them to be together. Ever since high school, the three of them have always been together for student council work. Oi! Hey! Wow, this is a surprise. Everyone's here. I could say the same here. That's Kisoke Sakura-kun and Yumanuma-san and too many names. Kamiya-kun already said everyone. My bad, I thought maybe there'd be someone else besides us here. Sorry, sumimasen. I gravely apologize. You're so strict, Morozumi. You really don't need to be so particular with his word choice. That is true. Just as Kamiya-kun says, one's choice of words is a trivial thing. Forgive me for that, Kageyama-kun. No, it's nothing. The same as always, her, Morozumi. The usual 180 I've grown used to seeing. Morozumi always takes Kamiya's side on things like a loyal companion. Since first year middle school, Sai Kamiya has regularly been elected SC president. He's like the absolute ruler of the school. The schooler? And Ai Morozumi stays by Kamiya's side as his secret aide, or rather as the SC secretary. With those two in the spotlight, Tetsuya Kageyama supports them from the shadows as the SC treasurer. The three of them and I have known each other ever since elementary. So, what's going on here? That's what I want to know here. I wake up from a good night's sleep and I'm in the middle of Shibuya without a single soul in sight. I just figured I could meet with people by the station. I see, we're pretty much the same then. After waking up, I found myself in Shibuya. Morozumi and Kageyama and I met up along the way. You didn't see anyone else? Nope, nobody. I was pretty surprised. No, wait, I did see someone. Up the top. It looks like there really isn't anyone else. I'm completely lost as to what exactly is going on, as always. Still, for just us childhood friends to gather like this goes beyond mere coincidence. Yes, the commonality between all of us here, that we are all friends since childhood. What the heck is going on here? Did you see the wall? Wall? You haven't, I take it. That mirror wall, it probably goes all the way around Shibuya. A circular wall, eh? Cylindrical, to be precise. It goes all the way up, too. I see. Well then, a mirror wall, eh? A giant mirror wall that goes all around Shibuya, like big enough to completely enclose the entire district. It's so out of the ordinary that I can't even imagine what it's like. I gaze up overhead to the sky and see that there isn't even a cloud in sight. Oh yeah. I don't see anything resembling a wall.
壁って
A wall?
なんだよそ
The
れ。
heck?
さあ、
Don't ask me.
ただ
Just
とてつも
that
なく
there's a
高い
monolithic
鏡の壁にな
mirror-like
ってて
wall all around.
とても越えら
I
れそう
doubt
に
we
ない
can
感じだった
scale
ね
it.
だから駅を目指して
That's
きた
why I
んだ
decided to head to the
電車が
station
動いてる
instead.
と
I
思っ
thought
て
maybe the trains would be running.
でも
Just by the looks of it, though, they aren't. I
やっぱり
figured as
動いて
much.
ないようだけどね
My head hurts. After being swept away in this turn of events, things are already far beyond my realm of understanding. I'll definitely need time to swallow this all. I glance at Kamiya, who's calmly discussing things with Togoku. I expected no less from them. No matter what the situation is, he never loses his composure. Though he said he was surprised, it didn't look to be the case at all. Kamiya inherited his leadership skills from his dad, a big-time politician. He uses those skills to show us the right paths to take.
それにしても
You know, it's been a
こうやって
while
みんな
since
で
we got
集まる
everyone all together like
なんだ
this,
か
huh?
懐かしいね。
Ah,
そうだな。
now that you mention it. Back in elementary, we were always together, like we were family. Before we knew it, we fell out of touch with each other and we all went our separate ways.
みんな忙しくなっ
Did
ちゃった
everyone
んか
get
な
really busy? We
あ
don't
ん
get
まり
together
集
as
まれなく
often
なっちゃ
now.
ったよね
当然で
Of
しょう
course, we can't all
誰
just
も
remain
彼も
as
が小
grade
学生の
schoolers.
ままだった
What
ら
else can we
ど
do?
うしようもないですよ
それはそうだ
That's
けど。
true and all, but
でもやっぱりちょ
it
っと
is still
寂
kind of
しいよ。
sad.
何言ってるんですか
Don't be silly. Grace is
成
good.
長は良いことです
まあまあ
Now, now, it's nice to
たまには足
start,
を
take a
止めて
breather, and look
後ろを
back
振り
on
返るの
things
もいい
once
じ
in
ゃ
a
ないか
while.
そうですね
You're right. Just like Kamiya kun
神谷君が
says,
そう言うなら、
sometimes it's
たまには
alright to
寂しがるのもいい
reminisce
で
and
す
be
ね
pensive. Eh.
何ですか
Noneですか?
いや、
Nope,
なんでもないよ。
nothing at all. Getting into an argument with Morozumi is nothing but trouble. Let's let it slide.
そういえば
Alright, if we're gathering everyone from the old days, there's still one more guy left. The noisy one.
あ
Ah,
So you-
now that you mention it. It was always 8 of us together, and the idiot had always caused a commotion among us, well, and we'd love him for it anyway, isn't here.
彼も渋
I
谷
bet
に
he's
来て
here
そう
in
なもんだ
Shibuya
けど
too.
あ、まあ、7
With the
人
7 of us
揃ったら
together, it
あいつ
definitely
もい
wouldn't
ないと
feel
確
right
かに
without
しっ
him
くりは
here,
来ないけど
yeah. Everyone here knows each other since we were kids, but still, to bring all 8 of us together would be an unbelievable coincidence on top of all of this. Machikoji, hey-oh! I hear him. So who's the other guy then? He's not one of the 8. Do they really have that many zebra crossings in Tokyo? Or is that part of the mystery? Who says that? In Stanbridge. Yeah, well, they do in Scramble Crossing in Shibuya. This is exactly what it looks like, but it's full of people in real life. Hey-oh! From Central District, I look and see another familiar face. I hear a voice from the distance. It's one I've heard before. Speak the devil, as they say. Machikoji himself shows up. Whoa! Whoa! Nice to see a good ginger. Oh!
すまん。つい
Sorry,
嬉
I
し
was
くて。
just so glad.
別にいい
It's alright, that was just kind of surprised me.
やっぱり町工事も来て
You're
たん
here
だ
too, though, like I thought.
なあ、これど
Yo,
うなっ
what
てん
the
の
hey is going on
気づいたら
here?
渋
When
谷
I
にい
came
て。
to, I was already here in Shibuya.
おい、落ち着け
Hey,
よ。
relax, we're all on the same boat here. It
That's all
happens to everyone here too.
だから何が
Like I
起きてるん
said,
だよ。
what's going on?
それはまだわか
We
らない
haven't figured that part out yet. Like placing the final piece of the puzzle, Machikoji enters our circle. Now the group of childhood friends is complete. And at that moment I breathe a sigh of relief through my blocked up nose. Everyone is here. For some reason I find solace in that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nikaido looks right at me, her expression blank. It startles me for a moment and I feel a little embarrassed. Maybe I just wanted to explain myself as I start to do just that, even though she doesn't prompt me to.
なあ
Say,
Nikaido.
Nikaido. Hey. Ignored again. Well, alright, I'll just keep talking
今
regardless.
からすごくわけ
I'm
わか
about
ら
to
な
say
いこと
something
を
that
言うん
makes
だけど
absolutely no sense, but
何
what? Contrary to expectations, Nikaido reacts. For some reason, seeing her nod makes me just a little happy.
なんでこんな風
I
に
don't
思
really
ったとか
understand why I feel this
そう
way
い
either,
うの
but
は全然わからないんだけど
yes.
なんだか
Just that this
この景
might be
色をずっ
exactly
と
what
求
I'd
めてい
wanted
た
to
気がするん
see.
だ
そう
Really? Now? Really now? Nikaido remarks, uninterested, and shifts her gaze towards everyone else. Like looking off into some faraway scenery, she stares at them intently. My chest tightens, seeing all this. As for why, I don't know. It feels as if this moment is just ever so important. Like I'd always wanted for the longest time. Like I'd always wanted this for the longest time, and now I finally have it in my grasp. Even though this really isn't anything, even though I'd seen this countless times already. How come? I'm here, having an emotional moment, and in contrast, Nikaido is just there, poker-faced.
あなたがそう思うのなら
If that's what you
そう
think,
なのか
then
もしれないわ
maybe
ね
it is. Yeah, I'm
きっとそうだ
sure. I get a pretty cold reply back, but after being able to put my thoughts into words, I manage to calm down some. This is definitely Shibuya, but something's clearly up here. This something is probably on the global scale. And if my gut's right, not good at all. What's going to happen now? Despite those doubts, I have a feeling that us 8, we can manage somehow. Loadings.
あのさ
So, as if she'd picked up on my gut feel, Togoku steps forth with an uneasy expression. She's always laughing her head off, so whenever she looks serious, we know that things are headed in a bad direction.
みんな
Could I have a
ちょっと
moment,
いいか
everyone?
な
Huh?
どうしたんだ
Hey,
よ
what's up,
ユリア
Yuria? Everyone quiets down and waits for Togoku to continue. Her tone of voice doesn't have its usual playful cheer. Rather, it carried with it a grave seriousness.
みんなに
There's
話しておか
something
な
I
きゃい
need
け
to
ないこと
speak
があ
about
っ
with
て
you all.
話しておかなきゃいけないこと
Something you need to talk about?
ちょっとだけ
It's pretty
大事な
important, you
話
see.
なんだよね
なんだよそう前
With
置
the
き
way
さ
you're
れると
building this up,
なん
I'm
か
getting
怖いだ
kind
ろ
of scared. My intuition seems to be on the mark. The mood is pretty heavy. Humanity is extinct. Maybe that wasn't just a joke. She's about to tell us the gravity of our current situation.
この世界に対
Here's my
する
conjecture
僕の
regarding
考
this
察
current world of ours. It's about time for us to face this inexplicable phenomenon head on. Fun time's over.
バラシハ
Are
事
you
件
familiar with the
知ってる
Balashika incident? Oh, yeah, the Balashika incident. Yeah, of course I have. Everybody. No.
あ
Yeah, I do.
知ってるよ。
Balashika, right? It's pretty
あ
well
バラ
known.
シハ事件
Uh,
なんだそれ
Balashika, what's
Balashika?
that?
ネットでよく話題
It
に
was a
上げられ
pretty
る
big issue on the internet for a while. Oh,
1988
1988, Balashika
ロシア
City,
のモスク
Moscow,
ワ州
Russia.
バラシ
A
ハで
13-year-old boy and his
13
mother
歳の
went
少年
missing.
と警察が捜
Despite
索するも
searches by the police, there are
痕跡が不自然な
unnaturally
ほどに見つからず
absolutely no
未解
traces
決
of
事
their
件になった
disappearance, and the case went cold.
しかし
A
それ
year
から
after
1
the
年が
disappearance,
経
they found the boy in a
ち近くの
nearby
森の中
forest.
や
Or rather,
正確に言えば
couldn't
それ
really
は
be
違
called
う
a boy anymore.
白髪
His hair had
頭
turned white
ひ
and
げ
had a
も
long
長く伸ばし
beard, like some
ま
kind
る
of
で不
homeless
老
old
者の
man.
ようそれでも
They had only found
どう
that
して
out.
その初老の
They
男
had
性
only
は
found out that
そ
it
の
was the
少年
missing
だった
boy
と彼が自ら
because
そ
he
う名乗
named
ったという
himself as such, which was
DNA
confirmed by a later DNA
確か
test.
彼は自分の年
He
齢
no
がわか
longer
らな
knew
く
his
なっ
own
たが
age, but he was deemed around 60 years
60
of
歳
age
前後
based
で
on
ある母
tests.
と二人
My mother and I
誰も
lived
い
in a
ないバラシ派で
Balashika
生きていた
that had no one else inside.
彼が言うには
From his testimony, he and his mother had found themselves in a world where everyone else had suddenly disappeared.
周囲はある程度
After
行くと
traveling some distance, they
鏡
found
の
a sort
壁
of
の
mirror
ようなも
wall
の
that
で
imprisoned
隔てら
them,
れており
and they couldn't find
それ
any
を
way
破
to
ること
break
は
through
でき
it.
仕方なく
Left without any other choice, he and his mother lived in that deserted Balashika for about 50 years.
50年ほどが
That's
経
what
過
it was about.
鏡の壁
Mirror wall? This all sounds very familiar, guys.
ああそうだ
Yes,
よ
indeed. This world we're in might be the
この世界
same as the
はもしかして
Balashika incident.
バラ
That's
シ
what
ハ
I'm
事件
thinking.
と同じなんじゃないか
いや
No, wait a minute. No, wait a minute here.
それってオカルトだ
That's
ろ
clearly some crazy supernatural occult stuff right there.
現実にありえないからオ
Gotta
カ
be
ルトなんだ
something
ろ
supernatural because that can't possibly be real.
桜井くんそれ
Sakura-kun,
は
that's
違
where
うよ
you're wrong.
現実にありえ
Something
ない
isn't
からオカルト
supernatural
なわ
because
け
it
じゃ
can't
ない
happen in real life.
科学的
It's
説明
supernatural
がつ
because
かな
it's
いから
beyond what
オカルト
science
なん
can
だよ
explain.
同じことだろ
Same thing, right?
違う
Not
よ
at all,
全
not
然
in
違
the
う
slightest. Science
科
is
学
merely
は
what we
こ
can
の世界
manage to
を一部
record
記
of
述
our
できる
world.
だけ全部できるわ
But
けじ
it's
ゃない
not
んだ
everything. Anything
それは
more is
科学
just
の傲慢だね
outright scientific arrogance.
とはいえ
Regardless,
科学
science
で
can
可
help
能性
show
を示唆
hints
す
of
る
what
くら
could
いはで
be.
きるバミューダト
The
ライアン
Bermuda
グル
Triangle, Agatha Christie's
Agatha
Eleven Missing
Christie
Days,
の空白の
Kinloss,
11
the Mary
日間
Celeste, entire families in Japan
キンロス事件
disappearing.
一応
You could pin
科学
some
的に
sort of
どうにでも
scientific
説明はつけ
explanation
られ
for
る
all of them.
だから
So,
バラシ
you're
派事
saying
件
the
もありえるって
Balashikha incident could actually have happened?
そうだよ
That I am.
だって
The fact
現
of
に
the matter is, we're
僕らは
all
こ
in
んな
that
現
very
実とは
same
思えない
unthinkable
空間に
situation
閉じ
of
込め
being
ら
in
れ
a
てるわ
closed
け
off
だ
world
し
as we speak.
自分の目で
Even
見た
so,
ものしか
someone who
信
only
じないタイ
believes
プ
what
の
they
人だっ
see
て
has no choice
こ
but
れ
to
ばかり
accept
は信
this.
じざるを得ないでしょ
Though I was skeptical and voiced my doubts towards Togoku, she shot back with some cold, hard facts.
まあ安心して
Well,
よ
relax. I know just a thing or two about
Balashikha
Balashikha incident.
僕ちょっ
My
とだ
little
け
sister
詳
looked
しいん
into
だ
it too.
お
Oh,
お心
that's
強い
great. I
さすが
expect
噂に
nothing
名
less
高
from
い
the
天才
genius
姉妹
sisters.
ユリアちゃんちの家族
Everyone
は
in
みんな
Yuria-chan's family is
天才だもん
pretty
ね
much a genius. Togoku smiles at Yu's praise for her, then continues to explain.
この閉鎖され
My
た世
sister
界のこ
refers
と
to
を
this closed-off space as
妹は
the
クロノ
Chronos
ス世界
world.
って言って
クロノス世界
Chronos world. I hear that
クロ
name
ノ
a
ス
lot in games and
ゲームと
stuff.
かでよく聞くな何かの神様の名前
Name
だっ
of a
け
god or something?
うん
Indeed.
時が止ま
Since
っ
you're
たよう
trapped in
な
a
世
world
界
where
に閉じ
time
込め
seems
ら
to
れ
be
るから
frozen,
時
she
間の
named it
神の
after
名
the
前をつ
Greek
けたんだ
god of time.
それで東国
So, Togoku,
俺た
is
ち
it
は無事
possible
に
for
こ
us to
こ
get
から
out
出ら
of
れる
here
んだ
safely?
なあ
So,
So,
about the
Balashikha
Balashikha incident,
そ
how
の少年
exactly
は
did
どう
the
やって
guy
元の
manage
世
to
界に
get
戻っ
back
てき
to
たん
the
だ
real world? He may have lived for 50 years in Chronos world, but he definitely did get back home. There's already a precedent, which means all hope isn't lost.
そ
Oh
うだよ
right,
ね
yeah, he managed to get back, so that means we can get back too.
私たちも戻れるよねああ
Yes, it's
で
possible.
きるよそれじゃ
Then come on, let's go. How
どう
did
や
you
った
do
ら
it?
帰れるのバラシハ事件
In the
は
Balashikha incident, the boy was able to return to the real world thanks to his
世界から
mother's
出ることが
death.
できた
Oh. Shit, son. There's another bad joke, right?
妹が言うに
According
は
to my sister, Chronos
Chronos
world occurs,
世界は
occurs because of a
目的があ
certain
って
trigger.
初めて
Once
発
that
生す
certain
る
objective is fulfilled, the world
そ
will
の
close
目的を
all
満たした
on
ら
its own.
つまり僕たちは
In other words, we need to
こ
find
の
what
クロノス
created
世
this
界がで
Chronos
きた
world
原因
and
を
get rid of it.
排除する必要がある
それって
What
なんだよ
is that? It's that weird hissing noise.
みんな
Take a look
あ
there,
れを見
everyone.
て
I'm dead. Who killed me? What the? Weird writing. What does it mean? What does it mean? Chronos, end. And that's the game completed. No, I'm joking. That must be the end of the first chapter. What time we got? We got half an hour left, so I'm going to continue on into the second chapter. Shit! It's an anime opening! Ooh, that's cool. Some VR. Whoa. Anti-gravity anime teams floating past my face. He looks sad. So does she. Sup? I'm dead. Who killed me? It's you. Anime opening. Only Ian could dance like best to an anime opening, lol, says Kitson. Hang on, that was just the intro, says Gaz Sharp. I think it might have been, yes. Save progress. Yes, please. So that was the first chat. Oh, right. Yeah, so that was the intro, the first chapter. What the hell? Okay, so we got an undead graffiti artist in the Chronos world. What's going to happen to us now? Sorry, I'm hitting my microphone. I moshed too hard and made the lining of my PlayStation VR tickle my eyeball. What's going to happen to us now? I'm scared. Kageyama. Wait, where? That's definitely telling us to look for the perpetrator. And once we find them, then... Though she doesn't explicitly say what after, it only serves to drive home the height of the situation. There's a killer amongst us. Wait, one of us is a killer? Who is it? We need to find that person and get rid of them. That seems to be what the message seems to be saying. There's a murderer here. Monomo, Kamiya, Morozumi, Kageyama, Machikoji, Togoku, Nikaido. Momono couldn't ever hurt anyone. Kamiya's the honest, upright sort of leader. He wouldn't do something as dirty as killing someone. Morozumi is an absolute stickler for doing what's right. Kageyama's the nicest guy I know and has an incredible sense of empathy. Machikoji would never let people hurt others. Togoku always brightens up everyone's spirits. Nikaido abhors any sort of violence. I can't imagine any of them to be a murderer. Must have been me then. Absolutely no doubt about it. I wonder, maybe we're just reading it wrong, but that's what Togoku said, so it has to be right. Still, I can't believe it. I refuse to. Maybe someone here's got a hidden side to them. If that was the case, then maybe it isn't so far-fetched. We stopped hanging around each other since around middle school. I can't exactly say that I know what makes them all tick. Did I scare everyone?
Yeah.
No. Togoku seems to be anxious based on her expression, so I said no on reflex to ease her mind. I'm sure even she can tell that they were just empty words. It'd be better if I just tell her what I honestly think. Well, honestly, everyone's pretty tense right now. But I suppose we would have all figured it out eventually. It's better that we know sooner. I knew you'd say that. She has a confident look on her face. I recall back in elementary, whenever Togoku managed to read what I was about to say, she would have the same sort of look on her face as I got flustered. Just as I predicted, that sort of self-assured expression. It's like our conversation was just some sort of experiment to prove her hypothesis. I don't quite like how she has us in the palm of her hand, back then and now. Come on. If you already knew what I was going to say, there's no point asking me then, is there? That's not it. Regardless of any prediction, even if there's 100% chance of it happening, there's still meaning in trying it out. How come? The chances are already 100%. Basically, it's like rolling a die that has a 1 on every side. There's nothing to be gained. There's no point in that. Au contraire. What's in your head is just that. In your head. It could still change when you attempt it. How? Chances are already 100%, right? Still, there is meaning in trying. But that change isn't from the other party. Yourself. Yourself? Even if I know what you're going to say to me, when you actually say it to me, it warms my heart up. Oh, jeez. So thanks. Awfully long prelude to a simple thank you. At the same time, her expression also feels a little off to me. Unlike her usual capricious demeanour, she looks timid, almost frail. Before I'm able to mull it over any further, I sense that something's going on with the rest of the group. The group.
ねえみんな
Hey everyone, aren't you all
お腹すか
hungry? I am actually. I haven't had lunch yet. Ooh, a new location. I'm in a family mart. Or a legally indistinct family mart, probably. Looks a bit different to family mart, actually. Although this chair's bloody massive. Yeah, the scale, like body scale, is a bit weird here, but then I am an anime character, so they're not exactly known for having bodily proportions correct to human anatomy, are they, I suppose? Could do with some cup noodles, though. Maybe some wasabi-flavoured cheesy puffs. I'm not in the slightest bit hungry, honestly. It feels like my stomach's hard as a rock because I'm all nerves right now. I'd probably end up tossing out whatever I eat. Though Kamiya is trying to play it cool, he can't possibly have any appetite in a situation like this. No, he can be sort of superhuman in some ways, but he really might be hungry despite all this. Kamiya likely proposed eating together to help dispel the air of uncertainty around us. If that's the case, then there's no reason to object. We all split up to look for food as well as to look around the area under Kamiya's precise directions. Machikoji, Togoku and I head to a nearby convenience store. Meanwhile, Kamiya and Morozumi are staying at the Scramble. Seems like there's something they need to set up. Eat all you can, convenience store food. I've always wanted to try this at least once. And then there's me, who hasn't even touched a single item yet. I don't know, it feels kind of wrong to just take this stuff. What else can we do? Desperate times. Besides, even if we don't eat it, it'll go bad eventually. Just pretend you're eating it before it expires and goes to waste. I mean, sure, but it still doesn't feel right. Then why not just list down the stuff you bought and pay it back later? Yeah, I guess I'll do that. We're all trapped here with pretty much nothing but the clothes on our backs. No money and nothing to make notes with. What? Nothing, just that you're so uptight. Really? I think isn't everyone like this? Well, not for Machikoji-kun, at the very least. I'm amazed at the two of you. I still can't calm myself down. It's only because that the old gang's here that I'm somehow managing. Well, I can sort of understand. Really? I'd always thought that Togoku was the most distant from our circle. I remember she won some sort of physics prize back in middle school, though I forgot the name. Since then, she went full-on into physics and fell out of communication with us. Togoku's the sort of person who would get along just fine on her own. It's not as if she tries to isolate herself or avoids us either. She's just as amicable, despite talking with her again after over a year. I suppose she's the sort of person who isn't as concerned with the particulars of human relations. If it was just me, I wouldn't be analysing the situation in such detail either. But you'd be able to make a lot more progress if it was just you, right? Of course not. I may not look like it, but I can be pretty lonesome too. There's a ton of other stuff I want to eat, so let's come back here later. This is easily 3 days worth of food. This is actually pretty nice and chill. The weather? That too, but I mean, the convenience stores have either have the cooling or heating on full blast. You normally can't stay in for too long, but this time the aircon's not on. True. He does have a point. The temperature here is just right. It's April right now, so it's the season where you don't really need any air conditioning. Maybe it's because there's no one around that the aircon isn't on. Or maybe... The electricity isn't running, the cooling for the onigiri isn't working, right? Eh? Really? Ugh. I like onigiri. That's terrible. I mean, it is, but you didn't notice? Wait, you mean everyone already knew? I suppose they do. Shibuya's normally a lot noisier otherwise. It felt so weird that there were no speakers blaring. Oh yeah, there was, music playing and stuff when I was there, just over speakers randomly. It was the Avengers theme music that was playing over the streets when I was there. Just being here has been nothing but uneasy though, because Endgame had just come out, I think. Enough that you wouldn't even realise all the other little things like electricity. In that sense, I suppose it makes sense that he didn't realise. Now that you mention it, it is kind of scary when Shibuya is this quiet. Togoku, since when did you notice?
最初から
Since the very
でも
start.
ディスプレ
Though
イ
the
のことがあ
monitors
って
did
迷
throw me
ってた
off. Those monitors. Now that she mentions it, the monitors showed that creepy message. Maybe they actually were running.
そうだ
Yeah, they
ディ
look
スプレイは
like
ついて
they're
た
on.
だろ
Doesn't that mean there
あれって
is
電
running
気じゃん
まだ
electricity?
確かめなきゃいけないから
Can't say
なんとも言え
definitively
ないけど
until we check, but I'm about
でも
70% sure that
70% くらい
isn't
の
the
確率
case.
で違う
どうして？
How come?
ディスプレイにメッ
The
セージ
monitors
は
did
映
have
る
that message on them,
で
however,
も
the facilities we
僕らが使え
actually
る
have access
設備
to
は
is
限ら
simply
れている
limited. Simply
そういう
that.
ことだよ
そういうことだよって
Simply that?
どういうこ
What
とだよ？
exactly is that?
クロノス世界がそう
That's
いう
just
も
how
のだから
Chronos World is. It's like it was
ミッションに特化してい
specifically
るん
made
だよ。
for us to complete our mission.
今回の場合は
In this case,
犯人
it's to
探し
find the killer.
というミッション
Any
遂
other
行に余
aspects have
分な
been
要素
trimmed
は全て
out.
省かれているライフラインは
Any
最低
lifelines are
限だ
kept
し
to a minimum, and
登
so
場
are the
人物
people
も極
brought
限
in
まで
here.
絞ってあるばかりか
Not only that, but
記憶でさえも
even memory is...
い
Wait,
や
no.
これ
Might
に
be
言
too
及
early
する
to
のは
talk
まだ
about that.
早いね
Memories that have been trimmed out. Feels like I just heard something incredibly important there. Perhaps it might even be a hint as to why it's specifically us here in this world. But no, let's not dwell on it too much. Regardless of where you are, there are some things that are best left untouched. Even Togoku decided not to talk about it. Right now, I should just focus on the miraculous coincidence that managed to bring all 8 of us together.
おいおいわ
Hey
かるよう
guys,
に言ってくれ
could
よ
you maybe
俺
dumb
の
it down
頭
for
じゃ
me? I
わけわかん
totally
ねえ
can't
よ
keep up here.
そんなにせか
Don't rush
さ
me
ないで
here,
よ
I'll explain in
後
due
でちゃんと
time.
話すって
なんだ
Oh,
よ気
come
にな
on
るだ
now,
ろ
I'm curious.
ユ
You're
リアはい
always
つ
like that,
もそうだ
Yuria.
よな
You never talk to us
大
about
事
the
な
really
ことを
important
濁
stuff
し
and
て
leave us
全
in
然
the
言ってくれない
dark.
そうかも
I
しれないね
suppose so.
こんなに人が少ないと歩きやすいよな
Back outside. Alright, it's pretty easy to walk around when there's basically no one around. Where are we now? I don't recognise this part.
なんかいつもより広
Feels
い
so
感じ
much
するよ
more
ね
wide open than usual.
いつも人避けて
Because
歩
we're
いてるか
usually
ら
trying to
な
avoid bumping into people here. Shibuya's constantly crowded day or night. The moment you get separated from someone, you won't be able to find them without contacting each other with a phone. But now I can see anyone even 100 meters away.
なんだか
This feels like this city was made just for us.
お
Oh,
お
I
いい
like the
響きだ
sound of that. Made
俺
just
た
for
ち
us.
の
確かに今は
Good
法
point.
律も
We're
何も
pretty
関
much
係ない
beyond
も
the
ん
law
な
and stuff right now.
ってことは
Which means
何でも
we
し
can
放
do
題って
whatever
こと
the
だよ
heck
な
we want, right?
な
Right?
町工事は
You've been doing
さっ
whatever
き
the
コン
heck
ビニ
you
で
want
す
ever
でにや
since
り
we
たい
went
放
into
題
the
やってただ
store.
ろ
ここって確かジムだよ
That's a
な
gym, I
い
think.
つもめちゃ
I've
くち
always
ゃ混んで
wanted
て
to.
入る
I've
気もし
always
なかったけど
full, so I never felt like
No,
going. But now we've got the place to ourselves.
どうだ
Want to go?
ジムはいいや
I'll pass.
なんでだ
Why?
よ
Come
行こう
on,
ぜ
let's
ジム
go.
行かない
No thanks. I don't have the energy to either. This entire situation already tires me out. Heck, how does he even have the motivation to?
ジムにはプールもあるぞユリア
The gym's got a pool too. Togoku,
なんで僕を
why are
誘
you
う
trying to
ん
pull
だ
me
い
in now?
水着も売ってる
They're
から
selling
大丈夫だ
swimsuits too, so it's fine.
何がどう大
Just
丈夫
how
な
does that
んだい
make it fine? Even if I wanted to go swimming, I'd do it when you
町
weren't
工事君
around.
がいない
そうか
Ah, too
残
bad.
念だ二階堂と桃
I should invite
モロズミ
Nikaido
を
and
呼ぶか
Momono
Morozumi
and
wa-
Morozumi, especially Morozumi. Yeah.
おい狙いがバレバレだぞ
Etchi. Hey, your intentions are clear as day. You need to do it more naturally, otherwise they aren't going to take you up on it.
みんな誘っても来
Even
な
if
い
you
と
call
思
them
うけ
over, I
ど
doubt any of them will come.
町工事
We all
君
know
の
what
考
you're
えそう
thinking
なこと
anyway.
みん
そんな
No way, I'm
俺は
just
健
inviting
全
them
な
over
人に
with a
のダン
clean
スと
and
してだ
pure
な
heart.
やめとけ
Just give it up.
こういうのは責任が波
Might
及
end
し
up
て男子
dragging all the
全
other
員の
guys
せいに
down
な
with
るん
you.
だから
桜井まで
Et tu, Sakurai.
仕方ない
Fine, I'll just
一
go
人で行って
myself.
くる
行っちゃった。
Well, he's gone.
ね、
So, what
どう
now?
する？あいつ、多
I
分
doubt
1
he'll
時
be
間は
back in the
戻って
next
こない
hour
よ。
or so.
そうだね。
True. I'll just go enjoy
Yeah,
myself in the
僕は
fashion
fashion
shops.
shop
Hey,
を満
hey,
喫しよ
all
うか
the
な。
plushies will be mine.
ぬいぐるみを独り占めしてやる。
お前もか
You
よ。
too?
僕だけじゃない
Not
よ。
just me.
パテ
Patty
ィも
wants
行
to
きた
go
いっ
too.
てさ。
She brings up Patty, stuffed toy that she carries with her everywhere, up to her mouth.
京介くんも
Yes,
私とユリアと一緒に
you
遊
should
ぼ
play
うよ。
with Yuria and me.
ね
That's my
え、
voice
い
of
い
the
でし
toy.
ょ。
Come on, let's go. You
私
won't
とユ
leave
リア
us,
を置い
right?
ていったりしないよね。
分かったよ。
All right, but just
で
for a
も
while,
少しだけ
okay?
だぞ。
Oh, okay, another new location.
やりたかったんだよ、これ。
Toy store now. Fancy Tokyo. Not a huge selection of toys in here, I'll have you know. Woohoo! I've always wanted to do this once.
思ったよりやりたい
This is a
放題
lot crazier than I thought.
じゃあ行くよ。
Okay, let's go!
だ。やっぱり危なくない？
Isn't this kind of dangerous?
大丈夫。
Relax, relax, it'll be fine. My body weight is 42 kilos and I'm 1.5 meters tall. My potential energy in MGH will be fine considering the plushie's impact
分かっ
absorption.
た分かった。
Alright, I got it. I'm just overthinking.
よろしい。
Very well. She spreads her arms wide and jumps for a third time. Dive! Stuffed toys, big and small, fly in all directions, scattering, dancing in the air. Ah, I went in head first. My forehead hurts like crazy.
顔からって
Head first? What happened to your
計算はどう
calculations?
したんだよ。
京介くん。
Kyosuke-kun, don't be so harsh. Yuria isn't very fit, so she didn't move like in her calculations. Haha, sounds like your master's already an old lady.
みたいだね。もう少し鍛えた
Looks
方が
like
い
it's time
い。
to start exercising.
Yuria's
Yuria's always sitting down all day. We could probably compete with how little we move. I'm always sitting down at school too, I almost retort, but I'm sure she's on a different level entirely. I can imagine her sitting down even when she's taking a break or on her days off, just sinking into a chair. This is just like a dream though. There's so many friends, it's like paradise. I'm so happy that it's so lively here.
そんなにぬいぐるみ
You
好き
really
だっ
like
たん
those
だ。
plushies that much? She loves them. That's why Yuria always brings me around.
パティだけが好きなのかと
I
思っ
thought
て
you
た。
only loved Patty. Of course, I'm number one. But, you know, the more the merrier, right?
仲間は多ければ多いほどいいものよ。ぬいぐるみをた
I
く
want to
さ
get
ん
even
集
more
めて
plushies and make a
いずれ
whole
王国を
kingdom.
作
That's
るの
me
が
and
私とユリ
Yuria's
アの
dream.
夢なんだから。
そうなんだ。
Is that so? Togoku is pretty short, and so she looks like a mascot of sorts. I can easily imagine her hugging a soft toy. On the other hand, I thought all she was into was physics, so seeing her so worked up about stuffed toys is actually pretty
ユウも
surprising.
昔はぬいぐるみが好き
You
でね。
loved plushies back then too.
部屋に行くと
Her bed was so
どこで
full
寝
of
る
them,
の
I
ってく
even
らいに
asked her where she
ベッドに
actually
ぬいぐるみが敷き
sleeps.
詰めらやっぱり東国も
Is your
部
room
屋は
filled
ぬいぐるみ
to
で溢れて
bursting
た
with
りす
them
るの？
too?
ああ、
No, not really.
そんなことないよ。パティの一
It's
体
just
だけだ
Patty.
よ。
そっか。
I see.
欲しいもの、
I've got a ton of stuff I want, but I just couldn't get Dad to buy them
な
for
か
me.
なか買ってもらえないんだ。
Glasses. Oh, we're
そ
back
ろそろ
outside.
町工事戻ってきても
It's
いい頃
about
だよ
time for
な。
him to get back, though.
あれから2時
It's
間
been
は経って
2
る
hours
ね。
since we split up.
荷物は放
The
置されて
stuff's
るか
just
ら。
lying here, so he's
まだ中だ
probably
と
still
思うんだけど。
inside. Suddenly, I hear a voice coming from above us.
ようお待たせ今からそっち行く
Bloody hell, he's naked! Yeah, sorry, I'm late, I'm on my way. Startled by Machikoji's voice coming from the gym's window above, Togoku looks up, then back down, hiding her face with Patty.
お
Huh? What's up?
出てくるときは
At least
服
put
を
a
着ろ
shirt
よ。
on. Togoku looks like her brain just crashed. Ah, oops, my bad. He's adapted to this deserted world way too quickly. Sweet.
こんな大きなテーブル
Dinner time.
どうしたんだ
What's with the table?
いや
Well, we just found it and it was so nice. It was
運ぶの苦労し
so
たよ
much trouble to bring it in. Kamir points someplace with his thumb. The Tokyo building. Well, his builder's on the slimmer side. Morozumi being a girl, they did had a hell of a time bringing it over. What? I'm sure. They did had a hell of a time bringing it over, I'm sure. The others come back from their expeditions, placing all sorts of snacks and chocolates on the table. It's like some cheap imitation of a party.
外で飲食って
It's
い
a
うの
little
もどう
awkward
か
to
と
be
思っ
eating
たんだけ
outside,
ど
but we can at least
こ
track
こ
the
にいれば
changes in
街の
town
変化
more
がよ
easily
くわ
here.
かるからね
I'm facing the other direction now, I see.
さあみんな
Alright, does everyone
紙
have
コ
a
ップを
paper
持って
cup?
どうやら俺たちは
It looks like we
Chronos
found ourselves
Kuka.
in this Chronos space. It's
誰
deserted.
もいない
That time is
止まってし
frozen
ま
and
った
we're
渋谷
all
に取り
alone.
残されているらしい鏡の壁や
With that
あ
mirror
のメ
wall
ッ
and
セー
that
ジ
message on the billboard, it's
不穏なものが
certainly
多い。
unsettling.
きっと
I'm sure you're all
みんな
more
自分で
worried than
思っているより不
I
安だろうし
imagine, afraid even.
怖いとこれからのことを考
My
え
mind
る
is
と
completely blank,
俺も
trying to
頭
think
が
of
真
what
っ
we
白
should
に
do
なりそう
next. We're worried, all right. What's going on? What should we do now? We're completely lost. We're so in the dark that it doesn't even feel real. The trip to the convenience store and back helped to drive that point that there really isn't anyone else here. I'm slowly beginning to accept the situation. The further we delve into this, the more things there are that need consideration. If this is the same as the Balashika incident, there's someone who serves as the trigger. That keeps this space running, and until that person is gone, then we're going to stay trapped in here indefinitely. I am dead. Who killed me? But who exactly was killed, and who is the killer? I hate that I'm actually doubting someone here.
でも
But just
考
think,
え俺たちは一人じ
we're
ゃ
not
ない
alone. We have each
み
other.
んながいるしかも
Our friends from
幼馴染
childhood.
のみんなだ最近は
We've
忙し
all
かっ
been
たせ
so
いか
busy one way or
みんなで
another
集
that we
まるこ
haven't
とはな
met.
かったけれどいつだって
But with the
8
eight of
人
us
揃えば
together,
何だって
we
で
could
きる
accomplish anything.
佐藤先生の迷
Who
子の犬を見
managed to
つ
find
け出したのは
Satu
この
Sensei's lost
8人
dog?
だ
Us.
屋上遊
Who
園地が
kept the
潰れる
rooftop
のを
amusement
回
park
避
from
させたの
closing?
もこの
Us.
8人渋谷で犯行
Who
を
caught
繰
the
り返して
Shibuya
い
serial
た
petty
ひったくり
thief?
犯を捕まえたの
Us.
だ俺たちが揃えば
United, we can do
何
anything.
だってできる
Memories of our elementary escapades resurface one after the other.
お前はいつだって
You always
話が
talk
長い
way too much.
変わんないな
Others.
そういうとこ
That part of you never changes. Ha 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 ha. The scene was just so funny that I can't hold my laughter back. It spreads to Momono and Kageyama, who likewise laugh, along with Kamiya, Morozumi, and Machikoji.
今日は同窓会っ
Today's
て
our
ことで
reunion.
幼馴染
Cheers
たち
to
に
our long-time
Kanpai.
friends. Kanpai! Nikaido and Togoku remain stoic to the end, instead staying quiet. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Time is it? 25 past. We'll go up to the next bit. Still hasn't been any choices or anything yet. Can we go to the Lollipop Cafe and get some coffee and ice cream? That'd be nice. At Kamiya's suggestion, we all cook together.
共同作業して
Doing something together helps to
一体感を
create
作った
that
方がいい
sense
か
of
らね
fellowship. Whoa. Or so he said. Tonight's menu is the classic staple, curry. First off, division of labour. Monoma and Nikaido are in charge of the peeling. Kamiya and Morozumi go to fetch the necessary tools, while Machikoji and Togoku prepare the soup and salad. Kageyama, observant as he is, will go around helping everyone as needed. Meanwhile, I'm in charge of washing the carrots and potatoes. It's interesting that you can see everyone's personalities when cooking.
よしユリア
Okay, Yuria, let's make a really cool looking soup
ブ
that'll make
ル
you
ーハ
laugh
ワイ
your
カ
head
ラ
off.
ーなんてどうだ
How about doing it in a blue Hawaiian colour? Your arguments haven't an iota of sense, as always. Your spirits of curiosity and adventure are definitely something. Alright, just leave it to me. I can have the soup taste or look like anything you want. Do you want it to explode too? Oh, that's great. Curry rice in the nick of time. Let's make a movie. The atmosphere in our makeshift kitchen lightens up thanks to their playfulness and curiosity. Kamiya might have foreseen that, which is why he brought them together for the convenience store run. Please, no blue Hawaiian or explosions in my soup, though. Sakurai-kun, here, use a sponge to wash the vegetables. It's much better as an abrasive to scrub the dirt off. As I'm struggling with getting the vegetables clean, Kageyama pops in and hands me a sponge. Thanks, Kageyama. Considerate as always. It's nothing. This is all really I can do, honestly. This is really all I could do, honestly. Keeping the stove's heat in check, chilling the onions to keep them from making you cry as you cut, or finding nice tableware for the girls. Kageyama always does these important behind-the-scenes jobs. How helpful. After I finish rinsing the vegetables, I hand them over to the peeling station. Looking at the table, Yu and Nikaido are working side by side. Yu talks to Nikaido with a smile, but Nikaido, being herself, doesn't look back, just mumbling something in reply every so often. It feels kind of awkward, but no, I guess Nikaido's always been that way. I approach the table and glance at their work. Oh, Kyusuke. That was fast, you're already done? Pretty much. I freeze in place, witnessing Nikaido's work. Schnop. She places the potato on the chopping board, swings the knife down with a slam, cutting the potato in two. To her side is a pile of potato cubes. Aha! I've been telling her that's not how it's done. Nikaido, what are you doing? Peeling. You call that peeling? About half the potato still stuck on the skin she just peeled. Have you, never cooked before? There's no more skin left, is there? No, she should have learned this in home ec, though. I wonder what happened. What's with this wild style of peeling? Well, potatoes have those eyes, too. You just have to dig those out. Karen-chan, that's not how you do it. It's like this. I was going to try that way too. Nikaido takes another potato, lays it on the board, sends the knife flying down again, turning it into yet another cube. You're not even trying, are you? Laying it on the board is already flat out wrong. What are you doing? Pretty avant-garde way of peeling a potato. Excuse me, Nikaido-san, could I borrow that? But this is my job. Don't worry about it. The goal here is to make a good curry, yes? Alright then. She hands the knife to Morozumi and trades places with her. Hey, are you going to be okay? Morozumi looks like she'd end up churning out cubes herself. Oh, just watch. Huh? That was fast. Ai-chan, that's so cool. I'm always cooking for my little brothers. This is nothing. It always amazes me to see Morozumi's skills. Truly fascinating. It's nothing. This is normal. When Kamiya compliments her, she looks to her side, her cheeks blushing. And despite that, she still continues to peel potatoes. She can do it without even looking. And I can do that too. Just give up, Nikaido. We already know how that'll turn out. Well, harsh. Seeing a different side to everyone through coming together has helped to calm the group's tension somewhat. Looks like Kamiya's plan of helping us gel better has worked better than expected. Yu then calls out to the group. Okay, now that the food's ready, I'm going to start taking photos. Give me your best smiles, okay? Looks like her primal urges as a photographer are burning. Now that I think about it, since you was a little kid, she's always snuck a digicam in her pocket and took photos of us. Phew, that was a lot of photos. Guess that's enough today. I don't have a charger either, so I need to save battery. If you need another battery, then just find another lying around. We're in Shibuya. There are countless electronic stores here. Oh yeah, you're right. You're a genius, Yuria-chan. I might as well grab a video cam to take a bunch of videos too. Just wait right here. Yu dashes off. Her early anxiety nowhere to be found. Alrighty. I think that's about it. That's 90 minutes up. We're done. I think. Dozo yoroshiku, says Makraza. So yeah, this is definitely not the normal type of game I play. It's a bit slow for me, I think, but it looks nice. The character design is really cool. It's colourful. There's a lot of personality in the voiceover lines that I've been jabbering over. There seems to be, some kind of weird sci-fi mystery going on that wouldn't seem out of place in your standard anime. So if you're an anime fan or you like visual novels, and you own a VR headset, then, maybe you can check this out. It is rather expensive, though, at $49.99 on the American PlayStation Store. I don't know how much interaction there is in this game as it goes, but through 90 minutes of playtime, there wasn't one choice to make, so maybe things ramp up. I also don't know the actual length of this game, how long it goes on for, how many chapters there are or anything. This is just my very first impressions of playing it for the very first time. It looks like my curry was nice and tasty though, because I have gobbled it all up. Right down my throat it went. So yeah, thank you very much everybody for watching this stream. This was definitely a very weird one for Ian's VR Corner, but I hope you liked this change of pace, and maybe you saw something in here you liked. I liked the nostalgia of being on Scramble Crossing the most, I think. Although green hair is cool, and so is where's Ginger Friend? Ginger Friend. So yeah, no, it was all right. It was all right. I'm not sure. Not sure if I'll play any more of it though. To be honest, it's a bit slow. A bit slow for my tastes. I like things that explode. So yeah, thank you very much everybody for watching. Big thanks to the mods for keeping everyone safe as well. If you did enjoy this video, I do Ian's VR Corner every Sunday here on Eurogamer. I play brand new or upcoming PlayStation VR, Oculus Quest or Vive games, depending on what is interesting me that week. And I just try and use this platform to spread the love for VR a bit. Not many big sites cover VR with much regularity, and I'm hoping to, I'm hoping to spread a bit of Eurogamer VR love from my little corner of the world here on Eurogamer's YouTube channel, and hopefully get some people interested in VR as well, because I think it's great. I love how experimental it is at the moment and how many different experiences are coming out for it. And yeah, if you haven't never played VR and you get a chance to, maybe an EGX or something, give it a try. See what you think of it and let me know, because I'm always up for chatting about VR. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great Sunday, and look forward to daily videos on Eurogamer next week, starting on Monday with some Alien Isolation. More yelps and scares and a quiz. Goodbye, or sayonara.